Each of us has some really important work to do in ourselves, not just on the outside world. Now, there is a distinction between the everyday work to compensate for what life brings to us and the deep work. So, the everyday work is about compensating and releasing the tension that comes from life. For example, all the interactions that you have with people, all the stress related to work, all the physical tension or tiredness needs to be compensated day by day, and not just by resting, but by taking time to actively process your thoughts so that you can start the new day from a good baseline where you're not carrying so much from yesterday. So you might benefit from some chill time where you can focus on yourself, where you can make sure that everything settles down easily, and at least you can start the new day from a position that is not worse than the position that you started in today. But now, even if you do this work day by day of releasing the tension, for example, if you stretch a little bit every day, if you meditate, if you journal, if you have good conversations, and if you have good stimuli and good time with lack of stimuli, even if you do these positive activities, there is still a very important deep work to do. So what is that about? The deep work is about looking at some parts of yourself that you do not usually look at. Or talking about the body is about going to some tensions that is not just what you feel with your day-to-day movements, but is really at the limits of your movements, where you can feel that some lines you never opened so much, you never relaxed, you never released. And so one thing is to do the movement to make sure that you can move, but another is to go to the limit, feel the pain that will be there, stay with the pain, and push the limit away to create more space in your body for comfort, for relaxation. Now, with the mind, it's the same kind of work, but on another level, because there is so much that we carry from a very long time ago, starting from our childhood. Try to recall all the times that you were sad or angry because maybe your parents behaved in a way that you felt was unjust. Maybe there was violence in their words and in their actions. Now, you cannot carry this sadness and anger at the forefront of your emotions all the time when you're a kid, because at some point they give you food, they put you to sleep, they hug you. And so even if you didn't receive an apology, even if you still have this idea that you were mistreated, you cannot maintain that feeling all the time. So what do? You just close it and you carry it on the bottom of your psyche, laying the foundation for all your future blockages. So these emotions was not properly resolved, and so it cannot dissolve. You carry it, it's there. There was never a moment where you fully understood what happened, where you had a connection with the other person, where you were on the same level and you could say, I'm sorry, I forgive you. It just was not solved. So it was packaged and brought inside, creating a blockage, creating an emotion that couldn't come out. And so it's there blocking the future emotions, the emotions of today. Your capacity to feel them is still determined by how many emotions you haven't felt. And the more you can do the deep work of sitting and feeling, going back to all this pain, this shame, this anger, the more you can do this work, the more you see these emotions, and when you see them, when you peel away the layers that protect them, and you finally uncover the pain that's there at the bottom, when you feel this pain, just goes away. It's not there anymore to be felt because you felt it. You integrate it. It passed through your system as it should. It brought the information that it's carrying. You feel it, and then it goes out, and you are more free. You are more open. You are more capable of feeling today. You are more capable of happiness and relaxation and presence. You are carrying less, and you are lighter in your life today. So this deep work is hard. It's hard to make these parts of yourself soft and accessible because we protect them so much. We have so many layers of defense. And by analogy, think about your body. You know, some parts of your muscles are healthy and soft, and you can move them around and you can relax them. But inside every muscle, there is always some hard lines that are not easily relaxed, and you can touch them. And at first, you don't feel anything because they are so hard, so resistant. But if you keep pressing on them, you will start to feel that there is a lot of pain stored in these lines, in this tension. And if you feel the pain, this pain goes away from it. And so you gain access to those lines. You make them soft. You make them part of yourself in the sense of that you're capable of using them and relaxing them. So you are at the same time stronger and more relaxed. The same with the hard, the deep stored emotions. They are much harder to access than the emotions that come and go every day. Those we can see, and at the end of the day, we can make a review, reflect a bit on them and let them go. But the really hard emotions, they are encased in yourself, and you need to insist. You need to really stay with them until they open up and you find the courage, you find the vulnerability to sit with them, to feel them, to let them go, so that you can clean yourself. You do not need to carry all of this, and there is a lot of it. Now, day by day, we need to accept how we are. We need to accept that we have traumas, we have scars from our past. And this is how we live our life, without always thinking that we are a victim, that we are determined by all this stuff that we carry. But if you care about your personal growth to a deep level, to really elevate yourself, to fulfill your potential, then you do have to also accept that you are going to work to improve. You are going to work to feel this hard stuff, to integrate it, to grow as a person, to not be the same hurt child that you were. You have to go through it again with your adult mind to embody your adult self. So do the very important shallow work to maintain your state, to not get worse, to not accumulate more and more. But then, if you have the space, if you have arrived to a good baseline, every now and then, take the time to go deep, to really clean and clear and elevate, to be able to achieve your health, your happiness, and your full embodiment as a human being.